Hi my friends, this is Lance from bestkidsolutions.com. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to teach a child respect. It is super important, so let's get right to it. If you're new to the channel, I am an award-winning educator and I am a proud father of 2 young daughters. My wife is an amazing mother, but she's also a special needs teacher, and both of my parents were educators for over 40 years. So as you can see, we've spent a lot of time helping what we think are the most important people on this planet, of course, kids, parents, and teachers. And so hopefully this will give you some insight on how to teach your child respect. And so let's get right into it. Now, teaching a child respect is something that's not easy. This is something that a lot of times you don't actually teach it. And that brings us right to the first one, is that you most of the time model it. The biggest teacher that your child will have is you modeling a behavior, and they will pick it up a lot quicker. Modeling a behavior is the #1 way that a child learns, especially from their parents at a young age. Now, a lot of times that is a great thing for parents, and other times it's not. It's not always easy to practice what you preach, and in this case, modeling respect. So the #1 thing that you have to remember is that when you model a behavior, when you are doing something, your child is seeing it. And so when you model respect, when you are treating people with respect, when you handle situations that are seen as respectful, you are going to be leaps and bounds ahead of anybody who's trying to actually teach them verbally what respect is. They will just intrinsically know what respect is by how to model, or by you modeling respect. Now, this video is a shortened version of our article, How to Teach a Child Respect, on bestkidsolutions.com. So if you're interested in getting the full version of this topic, you're more than welcome to go to bestkidsolutions.com and look for the How to Teach Your Child Respect article. The second one you're going to go into is, of course, you want to not only discuss respect, and of course model respect, but you also want to discuss disrespect. You know, one of the great teaching methods is a non-example. And so, you know, it's many times you can talk about what is respectful and of course what is not respectful. And you can give them scenarios. One of the best ways to teaching children is to give it in a story form. Tell them a story about somebody you knew, or even it's a made-up story about how someone treated somebody with respect, or how they handled a situation with respect, and give them a non-example as well. A real story or a made-up story. It doesn't really matter on how somebody made a mistake and treated somebody with disrespect or handled a situation that was disrespectful. And they are going to learn, not as good as modeling, but they're going to understand through these stories about how to respect somebody and what it means to disrespect somebody. Of course, in any type of behavior management, you want to reward the person. In this case, this is our third tip, is going to be reward the child for showing respectful behavior. That is one thing that really makes a big difference, is any little thing that they do. If you are really focusing on any behavior, especially respect, when they are doing a respectful behavior, then reward them, whether it just be specific praise. Just, I really like the way you talked to your mother today when you guys were having a disagreement, or I really like the way you told your friend that you couldn't play today, because even though you didn't want to, and you were being respectful and you were being kind to them. Just even if it's praise, just basic praise, and give something specific to them so they understand that it is you're praising them for the way they handled something, or the way they respected their parent or their friend, or whatever the situation is. because that is very important. And it can be something as big as, giving them a reward. I've mentioned this other videos, there's a group of folks that believe that you shouldn't reward your child with inanimate objects because they grow to just want the object and they're not doing the behavior themselves. But I'm a firm believer that children don't do anything really intrinsically or internally without some sort of help. I mean, every once in a while there's an exception to the rule where there's just a child who is just intrinsically or internally motivated by a certain situation. But I found in my years of teaching that you really have to go overboard with the praise and the reward, and eventually they start seeing themselves as the respectful person. You've praised them, you've rewarded them for handling certain situations with respect. You have shown them that is a positive trait. And eventually down the road, they start seeing themselves as that respectful person. And then the rewards are no longer necessary, because that's who they are. They now identify with being as a respectful person, and then the rewards can be diminished, and they are doing intrinsically now. But just, having a child do something for the betterment of anything, a lot of times doesn't always work out. So reward your child the best you can, and of course make it specific so that they know that it's for that respectful trait that they are carrying, that you're rewarding them for. And then of course, part of being respectful is keeping your promises. When you talk to your child about promises and keeping their word, that is something that's very important, not only to them now, but definitely when they get older. And so talk about how keeping your promises, and when you say you're going to do something, you do it, is very important. And that's a big part of respecting somebody. When you say something, you're going to actually do it. As I said, my friends, this is just a couple of the lists or the items in the article at bestkidsolutions.com. So go ahead and feel free. If you would like some more, if you like these tips, and there's some more, and they go into way more detail, they really do get into, more information about how to model behavior, how to discuss disrespect. Like I said, these are just quick summaries, but go ahead and go to bestkidsolutions.com to get some more detail. We definitely hope that you enjoyed this video. We are really dedicated to helping the most important people on this planet, as I mentioned before, kids, parents, and teachers. And if you are interested in hearing more about how to help those great groups of people, then please go up here to the subscription, or in this case, the subscribe button. We would love for you to subscribe and get more videos. We are trying to produce videos as quickly as possible. And at the very least, go ahead and go over here to one of our other videos. I think you're going to find that the other videos on this topic are going to be very helpful. My friends, I hope that you did see some value in this. I hope that we were able to help. And please come back and see us again. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.